Hello friends, today in this lecture we'll learn about few things about named range. Okay, now what do you mean by named range? We'll come to it a bit later, but first just consider the formula which is being mentioned over here, that is equal to A1 plus A2 into B1. So basically if somebody sees this formula he can easily tell, okay, the formula is adding two numbers and it multiplies the result with the third one. Okay, but the formula doesn't give any clue about the purpose of this calculation. There is no way to know what exactly this formula is doing. To answer these questions you need to look at the worksheet and then track down the cells so that you can find out what exactly is being done by means of this formula. Okay, now consider the formula which is being mentioned over here, equal to product cost plus shipping cost into markup percentage. So at least the person who will see this, he will at least get some rough idea that we are trying something about pricing a product or something like that. Okay, so basically Excel helps us to build formulas using descriptive names called named range. So all you have to do is to define the range as you create your worksheet, and then you can use these names instead of cell reference. Now basically named ranges provide other benefits besides conveying the meaning of a formula. So what are the benefits? Let's have a look at it. First, they make complex nested formulas more understandable. Okay, you have done nested if, so I think you can understand it. They can reduce the likelihood of some kind of errors. It is very easy. You can say it's very unlikely that suppose if you are supposed to use A42, instead of A42 you have used A1, and even if you check it again and again, it is very easy that you can even skip it. You won't be able to find out the error which you have made. But if there is some name given, then instead of product cost, if you have taken the unit cost, if instead of product cost, if you have taken maybe the final price, so at least you can find out that there is some error. They use absolute references, we'll come to this later on, and they add an extra layer between your formula and your worksheet. This we'll learn in our macros lesson. Okay, now let's learn about the creating a named range. How to create a named range. Okay, some products are given over here and their price per unit is given. If you want to find out average, the method is pretty simple. Just average equal to this. This is the formula for average. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be using a named range instead of these cell references. Okay, what we'll do, select the data which you want to give a name, look at the box at the left hand of the formula bar, that means this box, click over here, mention PRICES, prices, press enter. Okay, now what we have done, average using named range equal to average. So instead of these numbers we'll use the named range, that is prices. Okay, it also comes over here, press tab, it is selecting the same range of cells, close the brackets, enter. Result is similar to what we got if we are doing it maybe by giving the cell reference. Now suppose we want to sum these numbers, sum, instead of cell reference like this we'll be using a named range, that is prices. Okay, so named range acts as a, it comes as a help over here when you enter a function. Okay, so just select the appropriate named range, press tab, close the brackets, enter. So answer is 418. Same is the case, we can also count the number of entries by using the named range. So this is a very simple method in which you can name a range and then use that range in particular formulas. Now let's learn something about creating smarter named ranges. Okay, basically the name box gives us a quicker way to define a name. However, we have other ways to supply some additional pieces of information like a description. So let's learn about that. So again, same products, price per unit is given. Select. Okay, select the name which you want to select the range you want to name. Go to formula, go to define name. So price underscore per underscore unit. This is the name. Okay, this is the name we are giving to a range. Okay, now it also helps us to give some additional information. Okay, so additional information being scope. What is the scope of this named range? So scope lets you control where you are allowed to use the name. Usually we have workbook scope, which means you can use them anywhere on any worksheet in the workbook. So this price per unit can be used in any of the worksheets which are contained in this workbook. You can also change it to a worksheet. You can also give some comment. Comment is basically a description for your named range. Maybe you can write it price applicable on Monday. So these are the prices for these products which are applicable on Monday, and refers to the cell that is creating named range, this one, C21 is this one, and C26. So this is the named range. So price per unit. Okay, fine. Now in the same way we have done the average. So for you, we'll just again do it. Equal to average, AVERAGE, press tab. Now select the named range, price per unit. So over here the comment is applicable. Like if we do it our normal way, no comment comes over here. So for a person who doesn't know much about the data in the worksheet, so this can be a pretty good feature. It will help him to understand the worksheet in a much better way. So price per unit, press tab, close the brackets, enter. Okay, now we'll just do for quantity ordered quickly. Select formula, define name, quantity ordered. Again, quantity ordered on Monday. Okay, yeah, again we got the average. So this is how we'll do it. So this was regarding the basic formulas as far as the. Now let's assume we want to find out amount payable for a particular product. So in this we can also name a particular constant or a formula as a named range. Formulas, define name, product B. Okay, come over here, formula, define name, quantity underscore B. Okay, and over here what we have done, we have multiplied equal to product B into quantity B, enter. So you can also use named ranges for a constant, and then you can utilize in your formulas. You can also, let's assume instead of quantity B, this is the price for product B, this into maybe tax rate of around 10%. So this is the tax which you are supposed to pay on this product. This is the way you can play around with the named range. Now next one is automatically creating the named ranges. Yeah, first we'll just do with the automatically creating the named range, then we'll learn few things about the managing the named ranges. Okay, now suppose this is the data which you have. Now we have to create automatically, create named ranges. What you have to do, select the cells for which you want Excel to create one or more named ranges. Okay, so Excel helps us quickly create named ranges. For that, what we have to do, first select the data, go to formula, create from selection, create names from values in top row. Okay, so this has been done. If you want to check it whether this has been done or not, go to name manager and see named range B38 to 42, 38 to 42. So this is already been done. Now before going further to this thing, first let us explain few things about the managing named ranges. So basically it's quite good to create named ranges, but sooner or later we'll need to delete some named ranges which we don't require, or we need to edit the ones which we regularly use. For these tasks we need to choose formula, name manager. So in this we'll have names of all the named ranges which we have made in this particular worksheet. Okay, now you can also add new. It will bring us to this cursor, the new. We have already explained about it. This is the name of the named range, this is the scope, this is the comment, and the cell to which it refers. Then if you select one, it can also help you to edit the named range. You can even change the reference. Just click over here and then you can change the reference. Okay, then if you want to remove a named range, the option is also there. You can delete the named range. So all these things are there. So basically a name manager is a great place to review, and you also have something called as filter option. You can filter, you can change scope to a worksheet or a workbook, you can define name, table name, you can explore it in a much better way further. Now let's do another example of automatically named range. Suppose this is the data you have. Okay, so in this case the data is a form of rows and columns. In the data, the data is in the form of rows and columns. So what we'll do, if we have to automatically create these named ranges, we'll just select this data, go to formula, create from selection. So create names from values in right column. Instead of this we'll do it top row as well as left column. Remove this. Okay, now again go to name manager. So all these ranges have been created. Now just have a look. For west there is a separate range, range number 1. For south there is again a range. For north there is a range. For east there is a range. For why the range for Jan is not there? Yeah, it should be region wise. Yeah, region wise. So again region wise range is also there. Okay, so this is the way how, like, see, Jan, Feb, March, then all these figures are being, so this is one range, and then you have like region wise ranges, like these ranges. Okay, so this is the way how you automatically create ranges. Now suppose if you want to find out total sales in north, what you can do, equal to sum north. Okay, this is total sales in north. You can again recheck it, 394214. Now suppose if you want to find out, total sales in east in the month of April, what we'll do, we'll use a VLOOKUP, that is equal to VLOOKUP east in this comma and in the month of April, so it will be 1 2 3 fourth column, and use false. There's a mistake. Okay. This a small one. Instead of D41. No, wait. Okay, even they have considered this as well. Okay, fine. Instead of giving it a invoice range, what they have done, they have taken it like this. Okay, 1 2 3 4, it will be 5 then. One sec. Extremely sorry, actually total sales in north is this much. Now if we have to find the total sales in east in April, first do it by means of named range, then so it will be east comma region wise sales figures, okay, comma index 4 false. This is the way we'll do it by means of named range, total sales in east in April. Now we have to do it by normal formula. What we'll do, equal to VLOOKUP east in this range and column 5 and false. So result is the same. So this is the way how by which we'll use the named ranges in different formulas, and you can explore it in a much better way. The named list things are given over here. You can again use it, and whatever doubts you are having, you can again get back to us and we can take it ahead. Okay, thanks a lot for your attention. Thank you.